ahead, Teresa.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi. In your mailbox or at your door is a present from a goodie bag from the United Methodist Church. And there are lots of things in here. There's some papers and a letter from the pastor and other things. And there are 5 candles to make your own Advent wreath. And this is your Advent wreath kit. And I'm going to do a quick overview of what we can do to make our kit. There are pictures, gives you a little idea. We have a little bit of moss for everyone. We have a pink to wrap the pink candle and blue things to wrap the blue candle. We have wire to make a wreath, and we have decorations. Here's more blue and silver, and that's our theme, teals and blues and silvers. And I have a little green doily here that can also be used. Our first step, what we're gonna do is take our piece of burlap and cut it into 5 pieces so that it wraps around your candle. And these are little double stickers. So what you do is you can put one of these on here, on one side, and peel it off. So you have a double stick. And you could do that again to make sure you got a good seal. And then you need scissors. And you just do a little measure here and cut. You might need 2 pairs of scissors. One that works, one that doesn't work so well. And then you take this around and you put one end and then this end. This one's a little big, so we're just going to cut that. They're not all the same size. We got this burlap. This is food grade burlap from coffee bags that we cut up into pieces. Sometimes the burlap that you buy at the stores are smell like oil or something. Anyway, so then what we do, once this is on, we take off these little pieces till we get a nice fringe and spread it around. And you can trim it a little if you want. And then you can take a ribbon, a blue ribbon, and again, without having to make knots or anything, take your little sticker, which is double-sided, stick it on, and bring this right around and cut it. Sticker's showing a little, you just put it behind. So there we go. You can make 5 of those, okay? And here's a little ribbon. This would go around also for your pink candle, which is the candle of joy, right?
Yeah.
And you could make a little bow for the pink candle, and you can do 3 candles like this. If you want to do more blue, we have little feathers here. I thought you could stick on, make sure everyone knows these are the blue candle. You can decorate a little. Okay, so you got the pink and the blue. Now we'll make our wreath. This is one thing, nice vintage green doily, and I cut this around and make a paper wreath. So if you want a very simple Advent wreath, you don't have to use sticks or moss or ribbons and what have you if you don't want to. And you can use this to measure a wreath because it's a good size, about 12 or 13 inches, but you can make yours bigger or smaller. Here we go. And you need a platter and a pair of scissors, about what you need, and your greens. So any kind of platter or plate or tray, you can put this on and add your things. And this is a very simple. And there are some decorating things in here, in your little blue, and you can use these. Put your ribbons on. You may have ribbons of your own. We also have this ribbon, which is, you can open up, you can cut it up, you could put it in between, you could put it like that on each, or wrap it around, or make a scene that you like. Okay, so that's with this little one, and you can use this to measure. But if you're going to have a live with moss and you want to water the moss, this will dissolve, so you can't use both. All right. So let's look at our inside your kit. Our floral wires, 10 or 11 of them, which are easy to bend. And I went out and got some branches, some little pine that's very easy to move, and some bittersweet, which has these little red berries on them. Sometimes there's a lot of berries and sometimes there aren't so many. So I took a little of these, and what I'm going to do is wrap this around. And when you have these big branches, you can just fold them. So I'm going to take one of these wires, just one, and I'm going to wrap it around a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to come around this way and maybe add another little branch. See if I can cut this. These. And if you have other wire, stronger wire, or other kinds of ribbons or pretty things that you want to add to your wreath, you're welcome to do that. Other kind of branches, or even fake branches from your Christmas tree closet, or a wreath that you have around already that's made of grapes you used for the fall that's now somewhere. You feel free to do any of that. But if you like doing this, you can go out to the backyard or the neighbor's yard and find something fun to make a wreath with. We put it on the plate, even this one, because we might want to move it over the course of the time that we have it. And I'm going to put one more branch on here. Well, you get the idea. You can make this as thick or as thin as you like. Again, this wire is great, this floral wire. Another one. I think you'll have enough. This guy. How are we doing?
Good.
Good,
Looks
okay.
great.
So now we have a little wreath, tuck it in. And you can decide if you want these to sit on top or maybe on the bottom. You want one bigger than another. And the other thing we have is our moss, and I gave everyone a little selection. This is the best moss. It looks like ferns, little ferns, and you can really spread this out. And when it dries, it keeps its color. And I think most of the moss I sent will keep color. So you don't have to water it. But if you're interested, you can go out and get a lot of moss in your backyard, and you can make a big fluffy moss thing, and you can keep it watered and it will stay alive. So it's really up to you how much you want to, how much you're interested in.
Can you spritz it to wet it?
What?
Can you spritz it too.
You can spritz it, yeah, but it works better if it's in a lipped dish or something waterproof, and you just keep it moist. You know, because spritzing doesn't keep it alive, really. It needs to be soaked at some point. So you may not want to use all of your moss, because some of it is with dirt, but if you're making a live moss you're going to keep, you want some dirt in there to keep it going. So this bag had a lot. And then we have this, which I love to put like in here, and I'm going to cut it. Maybe just cut it and make one on either side. We did all kinds of things with this. We wove. We have some of this nice teal macrame jute. It's called. I think it's vintage. And we were doing things like this, you know.
Nice.
So whatever you like. So you put this over, and the idea with the silver is that it really makes a sparkle when these go on. You see it makes it nice and decorative. And these are also little sticks that we have some sparkly stuff in. Oops. So,
Beautiful.
there we
I'm just gonna get a close up.
go. So this is partially done because we didn't do all of these, and you could put them down.
Gets the idea.
You get the idea. And these are pictures of how we did this. I added some mushrooms, you know, just different. And here's a plate we used.
Beautiful.
And I used some little stickers. So this is it. I think you have enough in your kit to make a really nice wreath, or a very simplistic wreath, whatever you choose.
Thank you so much, Teresa. We
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate your help.
Very nice and very fun for us.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes.